So students, a pattern in front of you. You can see here in this pattern hash character has been printed, and the shape which will be printed is going to be this one. Alright. I have already told you that whenever you have to draw a pattern or print a pattern, what you need to do is to draw a matrix around the pattern. So here you can see I have drawn a matrix of 4 rows and 7 columns. Alright. And in the first row 7 hash symbols have been drawn, and second row 5 hash symbols are there, in third 3 hash, and in fourth single hash. Alright. And I have written all the numbers for the hashes which have been printed in different rows: 7, 5, 3 and 1. And when you will observe this, there is a uniformity in change. Initially 7, then 5, then 3 and then 1 hash symbol. Alright. And if I count these numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4. Alright. So I need to work in 4 rows. Alright. And in the columns of those rows. Alright. Now if I pick up these as our row numbers for the time being, we can get the solution of this problem or program for this problem very easily, because now there is a connection between the number of times printing is taking place in different rows. So if I call it row number 7, so in row number 7, 7 hash symbols are printed. In row number 5, 5 hash symbols are printed. In row number 3, 3 hash symbols are printed. And in row number 1, 1 hash symbol is printed. So that simply means that I have to write the loop for the row, and that is going to be the outer loop for these values. So initialization expression is going to be with 7. Alright. And it will go up to 1. And I have to update the value of the loop variable by -2. Alright. So this is a basic idea I have given you, and two more important things are here. One is to change the line, and the other is drawing or printing spaces before hash symbol in the same row. Alright. When I draw a pattern, what I do, I take an extra variable which simply stores the maximum number of spaces, a general number I choose initially, so that our pattern could be there a little bit ahead of the or away from the left edge, alright, of your screen or your monitor. Alright. So now students, I want to discuss the solution here. So as I told you that I have taken the row numbers 7, 5, 3 and 1 with some reason. So here I have initialized a variable for space, so that is intsp equal to 15, semicolon. You can choose your own number, not a problem, but have some sensible value. Then first step will be to move from row 7 to 1, and movement will be like this: 7, then 5, then 3, then 1. That's why I said -2 every time. Alright. After that, so this was the outer loop, and after that now we have got the inner loop. Let me tell you first about this. For int r equal to 7, r greater than equal to 1, and then r equal to r minus 2. So whatever I have told you here, that has been implemented into the form of a loop here. So that is going to be the outer loop, and then second one is printing in the columns. So when we print in the column, that will be column of row number R. I purposely written R because R will be initially 7, then 5, then 3, and then 1. So that's why I've written a general thing. There is a loop variable R. And in the column there are two subparts. That's why I've written 2A. What it says, print spaces. So the loop for spaces is going to be int s equal to 1. Alright, s less than equal to sp. Sp I have taken at the top, s15. So initially it will work 15 times, so 15 spaces in the same row. And after that, you observe the pattern here. Their spaces are being increased every time, so that we could get this kind of shape here. So that is why SP, which was earlier 15, that will be increased by 1. That's why after printing these spaces, outside this space loop we write SP plus plus. It's very, very important. Alright. When you write the program on the system, please try to remove SP plus plus and just see what happens. Alright. So make your own changes and see its effect on the output. Alright. Now after that, we have got 2B, printing hash in columns of row number R. As I told you just now, that printing in the row in different columns of that particular row depends upon the row number. 7 row number is there, so 7 hash have been printed. Row number is 5, so 5 hash are printed, and so on. So means the column loop which is here, printing the hash int c equal to 1, c less than equal to r. So it's been controlled by R. So first time it was 7, so it will be 1 to 7. Next time it is going to be 5, so 1 to 5, 5 hash will be there. But in the same row, different columns of the same row. So here you try to understand, the initial value of C is 1 and it will go up to R. So C less than equal to R. It was 7 right now, so it's true, it comes here. C is right now less than 7. So it will print 1 hash, then C plus plus, 2 is less than equal to R, that is 7 right now. So second hash, and so on. So total 7 hash are going to be printed, right, when the value of R is 7. After printing these spaces and the hash in the row, we need to change the line. And statement for that is system.out.println. I've suggested you that this system.out.println you can write before the loop of printing spaces, so that you don't forget it later. So it's your choice. You can have it here, system.out.println, or you can have it here where it is written here, right after the closing brace of the loop for hash. Alright. Now this cycle will work how many times? 4 times. First time R is 7. I have already explained. Then the R will become what? 5. So here again the spaces are going to be printed, but this time 16 spaces are going to be there, because spaces are being increased. And then it comes here, this time R is what? R is 5. So it's going to print 5 hash symbols in the new line. After that again it changes the line. This time R becomes what? R minus 2. R was earlier 5, now it will become 3. So again it comes inside the loop, because that is the outer loop. So for nested, these nested loops are going to be executed again. First the space loop. This time SP will become 17, so it's going to be 1 to 17. 17 spaces are going to be there. After printing the spaces, SP is again increased, that will become 18. So it comes here. Now again hash are going to be printed. So this time it's going to be 3 hash symbols in the new line, and it's different columns. After that again it changes the line. This time R becomes what? R becomes 1. So 3 minus 2 is 1. So now again spaces are going to be printed, and after that space will be increased by 1, and then printing hash. This time how many? just 1 because r has already become 1. So this way you can have this kind of output which we have discussed just now. Everybody has seen it here. Alright, now we get back to the code. Code is there, we write the Java program in the form of a class, so class pat is there. Alright, and after that the entire code will be kept, which we have discussed just now. It will be kept inside the show function. So public void show is the function which contains the logic of this program. So int sp equal to 15, then int r equal to 7, r greater than equal to 1, r equal to r minus 2. So reverse loop is there. I have already given you the reasons 7, 5, 3 and 1. Alright, after that we change the line as I've suggested you. Right, so it will change the line. Then here it is the space int s equal to 1. Alright, s less than equal to sp and s plus plus. So it will display all the spaces here. After that sp plus plus, so space is going to be increased. Alright, after that it has got for int c equal to 1, c less than equal to r and c plus plus. So it's going to print those many hash symbols. So first time it will be 1 to r, that is 1 to 7. 7 hash symbols are there, and then 1 to 5, then 1 to 3, then 1. I've already explained the process there. So I hope it's clear to you all. And then we close the curly brace of this inner loop that was meant for the hash symbol, and then the closing of the outer loop, that was the row loop, that was from r1 to 7. And after that we have got the closing brace of the function and then the closing brace of the class. I hope everybody has the perfect idea of how to deal with such patterns. Thanks everyone.